It's time to go ready for the Italian Grand Prix. Jumping paint for pole position. Wardy alongside. The lights are out. And we're on the way for the Italian Grand Prix. Great start from Kai all the way up the inside. Jumping painter into the wall. Off the line. Jumping painter has crashed already on lap 1. It's not 27. It's not 22. It's the opening lap where our pole sitter throws it away. Did not even make it towards turn 1. A few meters and he finds himself in the barrier with front wing damage. Unbelievable stuff. Wardy takes the lead ahead of Kai, Kieran, S12 and Soul Demon. But we're gonna see a change of lead on lap 2 as Kai gets ahead of his teammate Wardy. Drops down to 7, that's Mercedes on the inside at the turn 1. Shark and Sly DJ already going wheel to wheel on the second lap, but Shark stays just ahead, but Sly DJ with a better exit. Can't quite make it work, but as a result of that, they have dropped out of the DRS. Jumpy Painter, unsurprisingly, has pulled into the pit lane to go on to the hard. And Kieran already with a 3-second time penalty. And that is far from ideal if he wants to have a chance of winning this race. And another thing, he's also dropped out of the DRS range to Soul Demon. Kai leads ahead of Wardy, but Wardy is going to try and re-overtake, and he is going to do so with DRS. Pulls to the outside, and the Haas driver retakes the lead of this race. Shark is going to have to defend from the Ferrari. The Ferrari goes into the grass, gets pushed off, and Kieran is forced to take the escape road. Can't quite manage to fully do it and gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting, but I'm sure he will be able to get that removed, and he's retired from the session on track. Wardy is going to retake the lead on lap 5 ahead of SLM4, Soul Demon down to P3. Then it's Kai just ahead of Sly DJ and Shark as we still go wheel to wheel, and a bit of contact on the braking as Mr. L runs into the back of Shark. And where is the Ferrari gone? He's gonna have to. He's gone straight on. And does she have damage? Jumpy Painter has crashed. Safety car is out. Safety car has been deployed to miss. But Bob is already gone, and he's got a nice advantage already over Wardy. But he slides out of turn 11, the final corner. But he's still got 4 5/10s towards Wardy. So on to lap 8 we go. Back to green, and Soul Demon is already putting the pressure on the McLaren in front of him. But it's going to have to be a dive, but not going to be the case in the background though. Alpine Ball wheel to wheel with Shark into turn 1. Shark on the inside, but Alpine Ball is going to be able to carry the speed around the outside. Oh, and that is someone spun around Mr. L with sketchy grip as they came to a complete halt halfway through turns 1 and 2. Wardy gets back ahead and retakes the lead on lap 9 ahead of Bob, and is Bob going to make it difficult for a teammate. Critical skills with 10-second time penalty, so sketchy grip, and they're both out of the race. What is going on? 2 more drives out as Bob with a huge moment on the exit drops down to P5. Wardy and SLM4 now go wheel to wheel, and the McLaren is going to pull around the outside, and it will turn into the inside line for the next chicane, and he's going to pull in front. And SLM4 takes the lead of this race ahead of Wardy. Is he going to pull alongside us? Toto sets the fastest lap of the race. He's back in contention as he's closed the gap towards Bob. Soul Demon is going to stay behind. Oh, and taking avoiding action is SLM4 spinning out into the background. There's a Williams into the wall. That is Mahmoudov. Oh, what is going on lap 11? As SLM4 had to go into the grass trying to force the 3 cars ahead of him. And Mahmoudov, I think he got tagged by someone and didn't quite catch it. And well, unsurprisingly then, the safety car has been deployed. Soul Demon still waiting. Waiting. There he goes. At the end of lap 13, will we go back to green flag racing for the second time in this race. Soul Demon leads by just over 2/10 to Wardy. And Kai is also very close behind. Is Wardy already going to have a go up the inside? No, he's going to stay behind for now. And don't lose too much time as Sly DJ has got Alpha Ball and Tolu, and once again onto the grass. And Jesus getting tagged. And one of the McLarens, I think, went wide. It's Bob this time, who think I had to go onto the grass to avoid cars in front of him, and he drops down to P13. He's gonna have to be careful with that. Into the background, there's multiple cars going into the wall. Shark and S&M Foyb and Mahmoudov as well. 3 cars off at the exit of Ascari. Contact between them, and that has just eliminated 3 cars of finishing inside the top 10. Sky is gonna pull alongside once more, taking the lead away from his teammate, but they go wheel to wheel into turn 1. Slightest bit of contact between the two, but Kai back in front of his teammate as we cross the line on lap 22. Deploying some ERS, he's going to go to the left hand side, Wardy to the right hand side as they both get past Kai. Wardy takes the lead ahead of Soul Demon, and Kai getting overtaken left and right. And down to P3 he goes. And this time Toto is going to get the jump. Finally, he's got the position ahead of Sly DJ, and now he can try and focus on getting the top 3 positions. It took him a long while to get ahead of the Mercedes, but he's finally got it done on lap 22. 5 laps to go, and Soul Demon is going to go for the race lead, and Wardy is now getting past left and right. As Kai gets ahead as well, Wardy drops down to P3. And now it's Soul Demon into the lead. Kai in second, Wardy in P3, Toto in fourth, and Sly DJ in fifth. As towards Terry, oh, someone's going off the sausage curve there. That was Bob. As he ran wide through turn 2. Lost a lot of time with that. And he's now down to P10. Meanwhile, Kai is going wheel to wheel with Soul Demon, but here comes Wardy. He's going to go for the double overtake. Here comes Toto as well for the double overtake. Toto is going to take 2 cars and he's going to try and go for 3, but Toto now puts himself into the fight for the race win, and he's now right behind his championship rival. But our championship rivals are fighting out on track, as Toto is going to go for the race lead from 18th on the grid. The Alpine leads the way on lap 25. Soul Demon gets ahead of Wardy as well. So Wardy and Kai down to P3 and 4. To the final lap we go. 5 cars in contention for the race win. Toto leads. Soul Demon is going to pull to the outside, and he is going to get ahead of Toto. Kai is trying to find a way past, but he doesn't. And Wardy is staying behind for now, just using or saving his battery until the last few straights. He's got the most out of anyone. So could Wardy steal away his win? Well, at the moment he's still busy fighting his teammate. Kai not letting his teammate pass right now. We've got 1 corner to go after this one. Soul Demon into lead, but he has a moment to the exit of Ascari. And has that opened the door for Toto to potentially go for it. He's going to pull to the outside. Oh, there's contact into the wall! Soul Demon into the wall on the final lap. He tried to cover off the Alpine, which he couldn't do. And now Wardy is going to go through on the final corner of the final lap. Wardy is going to cross the line to win the Italian Grand Prix. Wardy wins ahead of Toto and Kai. Wow, what happened there on the final lap. Soul Demon has to settle for P4, but Wardy does get the win on the final lap. That is insanity then. Was in the worst position, but he still pulled it off. To the cars in front having their moments. On the final lap, the final corner steals the victory from Toto, who sustained front wing damage. And Toto, even though he doesn't have the win, he did go from 18th on the grid to 2nd place. Next up is the Chinese Grand Prix next week at the Shanghai International Circuit.